Wow, what an episode. That was a fantastic episode yesterday. Hello Vivians and welcome to the third channel. Now, I do want to say a few things because yesterday I uploaded a video that I filmed earlier because there was an article that accidentally leaked the Series 12 lineup, they removed it, and the British Comedy Guide said something that they were going to erase the lineup, so you knew that was factually correct. Because when I shared it around, a few people were wondering how I got to film this earlier before it even got officially announced. But yeah, that was why. So, today we're going to be reviewing Taskmaster Series 11, Episode 10, the final episode of the series. Now this will be probably the last Taskmaster related video for a little while because I don't want to make this channel into Taskmaster channel. So I'm going to branch out and talk about other stuff for a little bit. Because I want to do more Ghosts videos because I want to react to the CBS Ghost trailer, so Ghost US trailer. I also want to react to the trailer for This Country US. I want to review the Cockfields and other bits and bobs. So this will be the last Taskmaster video for a little while. But no need to fret. Let's get into the video. Let's hear my opinions on Taskmaster Series 10. Series 11, sorry. Episode 10. The final. So, we start with a prize task. Something to make you look intimidating. Now, Charlotte brought leather cap. Puh, rubbish. Lee brought in a coat hanger. Puh, rubbish. Sarah brought a zombie apocalypse bag. Puh, rubbish. Jamali brought a baseball bat with nails. Puh, rubbish, but dangerous at the same time. Mike Wozniak brought the greatest thing ever. He brought a wig, a mohawk wig, but he decided to shave his head into a mohawk. That was amazing. That's why the others were rubbish, because that was the greatest prize task in the history of Taskmaster. In dedication, but it all grew back perfectly. So, Greg. How did Greg react to Mike's hair? He was speechless, just like I was then. Speechless. Could not get a word. Could not think of a word. Did not have a word. And was out of this world speechless. Well, I really enjoyed the episode. I do like to part that out there first. Right. Episode 1. Task 1, I mean. See, I make these errors. I leave them in. Just because it's your pure entertainment watching me make some errors. Now, I do want to say before I get to Task 1, as you can tell, these videos since I reviewed episode 1 have been improving each time. So we had one episode where I just read the notes on my iPhone that was not a good episode, and then I didn't review it very well, and then the first episode I didn't review very well. So as I've been writing notes, the episodes have been really good. Now, a nail gun, or a staple gun, that's what they're called, staple guns. You to nail them into walls. Now, disclaimer, please, 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 do not fire nail guns into people. Because Sarah didn't know this, Sarah Kendall, so she accidentally hit Alex Horn in the lip. Luckily it wasn't the eye, but it was dangerous, so please don't do it. This is a family-friendly channel, so if you're a child or anyone watching at this point, do not, I repeat, do not staple gun people in the lip or any other part. Please do just put down that staple gun. No, put down the staple gun. If you're not going to staple the wall, put down the staple gun. Thank you. And we're all safe. So Jamali was very good at the task because he had to photocopy. They had to make a dinosaur out of using photocopy things. They had to photocopy their arms, the faces, the back, anything they could photocopy. Now Jamali was good at this. Mike had no clue what was going on, There wasn't much I really could say about this task. I don't think it wasn't the greatest task ever. Mike made a Gregosaurus, but apparently I can't spell thesaurus, or because it's not a word. Jamali had no idea who Greg was, and it's a running theme in this episode, in this series. Sarah was scared because she was screaming a lot. Lee and Charlotte just used their faces. Lee used Alex's face. All of them used the arms at some point. Lee said, "It's rubbish." Lee was yelling, and I didn't like the task. I'll put that out there now. It was a terrible task. There wasn't much I wrote down. Mike said, "I made a boo-boo." Mike's quite funny in this series. I do want to interview Mike Wozniak. I do. I need to get on with that. But I really do think it's interesting and funny. But the task wasn't the greatest. It was unique, but wasn't the greatest task ever. So let's move on to task 2 then. A better task. Charlotte tried to tell her to weigh Alex's head and Alex's feet, which I would not be able to do because I'm so Jamali can't do maths, and I'm not very good at maths either, so it'll be a terrible task for me. So Charlotte tried to tell an old joke, didn't work. I'm not going to repeat it because it was pointless, terrible joke, not a very good one. She knew it. She knew it was bad. She knew it was bad, and it wouldn't give her that CBB job at all. Oh no. I want to see Charlotte now and doing the bedtime stories at least. Please, CBBS. Or the BBC, for that matter. Mike put Alex into a bath, and the bath was cold. Now, Alex is in the studio that wasn't a very good way of measuring it. But Lee Mack, on the other hand, just shoved his face into water and then put his face on scales, and they had the digital scale ones that were like error, 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 error. There's been an error. They need to make a song out of that. There's been an error. There was an error a lot. Lee said one of the best things ever. Great working with you. See you next year once you've done the task. I think that's the greatest thing you could ever say to Alex. Because it was, I don't know if, because they don't film them in order, they don't show them in order, like, well, that was the first one they did, that was the last one they did, apart from the team task later on, that was the first time they all met each other. Now, Sarah got 4.5 kilograms and had a watermelon in her hand for no apparent reason. And, yeah, well, let's move on to task 3. Now, the reason why I didn't talk about much there, it's another task where there's not much to talk about, but the Roman costume, people have got the theories out there on that Reddit thing. Now, the theories are that it could be, saying the next series, series 12, could be Roman theme. Now, at the very end of the episode, I'm going to tell you this now. Spoilers if you've not seen Taskmaster series 11, episode 10. Sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier. I don't know why I watched this though. So, at the end of the episode, they announced it really funnily. They had Greg being really, just like walking out like and looking all like he's from Greece. And then you had Alex just mopping up, and it was really good. I highly recommend you stick around to the end of the episode. I don't know whether it'll be in the all 4 version, but I'm definitely sure. I know for 100% fact it was on the broadcast version, so if you had recorded the broadcast version, you'll be able to see it there. Now, task 3, if I can find the word task 3, I write so much on my notes, I just forget where the words are. So task 3 was the final filmed task of the series and the final team task. Now, I want the series on Lap 12 to have like at least 2 team tasks. Not 50, not 25, not like nearly every episode there's a team task in it, like this series was. I just want them to cut them down, because they're the only things, there's too many of them. Now, Sarah, Jamali, and Charlotte had an awful job because it was like 3 of them and she should have only navigate 1. Mike Wozniak and Lee were very good, so Lee did all the directions for Mike. Mike Wozniak fell over into a green solid wind bomb. It was hilarious. I was howling laughing. Should have recorded my laugh, but it was a howl. And so they did better, obviously. Lee and Mike did better. Because Lee and Mike are a good team. Now, as I was watching the episode, I wrote down these notes. And the words were, Mike almost fell over. And then a few seconds later, oh! Mike's fallen over. Someone else just go, Mike's almost fallen over. Mike falls over. And the entire time all I saw was the footage with a bee flew past. And there was a fly about. Wow. They're just attracted to, the fly is attracted to Mike Wozniak's mustache. I probably said that word I probably pronounced it incorrectly. Mustache. Oh, I'm just going into a spiral there. Charlotte was just running around in circles, and Jamala just didn't do anything for theirs. So it was like a really difficult thing to do. Now they did knock over a camera, which was another funny moment. Now let's go on to the live task. Right, a live task. So the final live test of the series, they had to keep their head in a box while they were getting into their special outfits. Now, Charlotte's small, so she was half in it. Might look really funny because he's a Mohican. And then Sarah, when they put down the barrier thing, had got the costume backwards, so the tail was out front, and it wasn't even there. It's like at the side of her. It was like half there. And I thought they were all sheep, but they were all ended up being llamas. So that meant that Lee Mack won the episode, and Sarah Kendall is our Series 11 champion. Now, I think after a few series, when they do Champions 3, Sarah will be back, Alan Davis will be back, because I'm making my opinion now. Now, I said that Mike Wozniak would win, but he didn't. He came second. I'm so happy about that. Now, my prediction for Series 12 is that Alan Davis would win, or as a backup, or either Desiree Birch or Gus Khan. One of them 3 could win. I want Alan Davis to win more than that because I don't think any of the older comedians and actors and bits, but the older ones have ever actually won, because Lee's older than Sarah Kendall, so Sarah Kendall won class as the older ones for me. The older ones I like Lee Mack, Alan Davis, Joe Brand, David Baddiel, those type of people they're the old ones. So hopefully Alan Davis wins. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you enjoyed me reviewing Series 11. Time on Todd. Bye! It's a very good series. If you haven't seen it, well, what you doing watching this video? Go all for now!